Sandra, welcome to Quirky Books TV and welcome to another episode of Life Hacks. Yes, this is the place to be if you want little life tips and hacks on how to live your best life and live your purpose and embrace quirky you. If you haven't already subscribed to my blog on quirkybooks.wordpress.com, please do so. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please hit the great big subscribe button and hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I post a new video or go live. So on today's episode, I want to talk to you about the little things. Pay attention to the little things and what they're telling you. So what do I mean by this? Like, I'm quite a spiritual person in the sense that I've got good intuition. And when things, we all have an inbuilt intuition, but it's whether we listen to it or not. If things are not going quite right in life, it can be quite hard sometimes when you get into a rut to actually listen to your intuition. So if things aren't going quite right in your life, you're having a tough time, things are really difficult, it kind of can mean that you've been separated from your soul somewhat. Maybe there's lots of negativity around you. Excuse me. Maybe there's lots of people come into your life that are not being too good to you. Maybe people are getting on your case. Maybe just you're not feeling good in yourself, your body, your mind, your life. Something's not quite right. And when that happens, you can kind of go away from your intuition because you're kind of getting more and more detached from your own soul and your own spirit, because you're being crowded and clouded by all this negativity. But you can tell when your mindset is getting better, and you can tell when you're in a much more positive state of mind if you pay attention to the little things and what they're trying to tell you. Things that may not even seem that nice, but if you look at them, they have a positive message. So what do I mean by this? Well, I'm going to tell you what's happened to me in the last 24 hours. Last night, I got into bed, the early hours of this morning, and I went to sit on the bed behind me. See? What I have at the moment, I'm just lying on top of my bed with the blankets over me. So I'm having the duvet underneath me. And I was sat there about to go to sleep. I had the little light on still, my bedside light, Winnie the Pooh one. And I'm looking up at the ceiling before I go, and there was this shadow thing on it, and I was a bit scared, and I thought, I think it's a spider, and it was over the foot of my bed, and it was a fairly big one. I've seen bigger, but it was big to me because I'm scared of spiders. I hate them. And I was like, oh my goodness me, not another spider. Now recently I've had spiders, well, I say recently, over the last few months I've been having spiders, like spider infestation, spiders turning up in places they shouldn't do. And I really believe that these spiders are coming to tell me something. I believe they're coming to tell me to face my fears. That's what I believe they're coming to tell me. And I had a spider the other week. It was really bad because I had to get rid of all this. There's behind me in the window, there's like been spiders' eggs, and I had to get rid of them all, but it seems some of them had come back. And there was spiders over my bed there was one over my bed for about a month. I named him Eric. And then his mate came, and then I was just like, there ended up being webs in the kitchen, in the bedroom. I just couldn't stand it. I thought I have to get rid of them. So I spent some time getting rid of them. Had to kill most of them, unfortunately, because I just couldn't stand living with spiders. I lived with Eric for about a month. I did tell him to go out the window, but he wouldn't listen to me. Anyway, as you can see, I don't really want to kill spiders, as I decided to name one of them. But I can only really handle money spiders. That's about it. So anyway, I sat in bed last night, and I'm looking at this thing, and I think it's a spider again. And the other day what happened is I thought I got rid of all the spiders, like I was saying. And behind me, I don't know if you can see that, there's an Eeyore. Can you see it in the corner? Below that Dream, Believe, Achieve sign. And that little head that's popping up, that's looking at my bed. Well, that Eeyore there, he's on top of my computer modem, and his bum is kind of like down there. So I was a bit concerned there might be a spider or something underneath his bum, because that area is where the spiders were before I got rid of. So I lifted his bum up, touched all around it, patted it. This is Eeyore Cuddly Toy we're talking about, if you just tuned in. And it's not a naughty channel, this one. It's a clean channel. And yeah, I just thought, oh no, it's all clear. I put the eel back. I literally put the eel back. And as I moved back my arm over the pillow, what should come but this great big spider in between my headboard and bed. I don't know if you can see it. See the headboard there? See where the cushion is at the moment, the purple one next to the pillow. Well, where that pillow meets that cushion, like behind there where the headboard is, that's where the spider came up. It came up and just appeared out of nowhere and started crawling along the other pillow that was actually beside it. And I was in shock, but I had to act really quickly because it was going into my other cuddly toys. It was going to walk across, but I don't want a spider in my bed. So literally I quickly got hold of the pillow, took it all the way through my hallway, managed to get it out of the toilet window still alive, which was good for me because I'm petrified of spiders. It was on the actual pillow that I was holding. I was so scared. So I managed to get it out the window, which I was so glad about. I was so glad it didn't touch me or anything. So this spider last night, right, I was in bed. I'm like, what do I do? So I'm going to have to get it. So I'm like, how am I going to get that? Because I've got really tall ceilings. So anyway, I had to get on my stool and I got the, you know, like a Hoover. I got the Hoover tubes that you normally suck things up with. 2 of them, put them together and start trying to knock it on the ceiling. I wanted to, you know, I don't like killing things, but I wanted to crush it so it would be, you know, so it would no longer be alive. So I would be able to just get rid of it easily. And it was really weird because when I went to crush it, it didn't crush at all. In fact, it just came down on a spindly web really, really slowly, like in slow motion, on the end of my bed here. Slow motion. Like, it just came down from the ceiling here. Slow motion. Really slow motion. It was like weird. It's like something out of a film. So I quickly grabbed some kitchen roll, put it under the spider, and managed to get it on the kitchen roll, dropped on the kitchen roll. I'm like, oh my God, because you know I don't like being anywhere near spiders. So my heart's starting to race. I'm starting to shake. I'm quickly folding the kitchen roll up. I quickly run out of my bedroom, go down the hallway again, into the toilet, lift the window up and put the kitchen roll out the window, the majority of it, and just caught the last little bit of the kitchen roll in the window itself. Because I've got neighbours, I don't want it flying into their home. I haven't even taken the kitchen roll out of the window yet because I'm scared it's going to still be there, windowsill. But the majority, I don't think the spider was caught in actually, because the bit where it was in the bulk of it, and this was the very end of it that I caught in the thing. I'm not really that bothered, to be honest, but, you know, if I can preserve a life, it's good. And, you know, managed to get out the window. I'm like, oh my goodness me, you know. But I never used to have a problem with spiders in my place. You know, it's weird that I was able to save that one. It's good I was able to save it. It's good that it didn't start, because even now, you know, I was petrified it's going to start running across my bed. It's so scary. I just can't, you know. Anyway, so I took that as a sign of it means I've got to face my fears and keep facing them. And then today, when I went into, this is how you can have a positive mindset. And this is how I know my mind's positive again now. So that's what happened. I think that's a sign to face your fears, and you did. Well done. It's great. So then I went into the kitchen later on. Excuse me, I've got a chest infection at the moment. And as I'm in the kitchen, I'm just open the cupboard door to put the bowls in that I've been washing up the day, I think 1 or 2 days before. And my big yucca plant that's on top of the cupboard, it starts to fall forward, literally fall forward. It's done that once before and it fell far too much. And then all the earth came all over it. And this is your yucca plant. And I noticed it fell forward and then all water started coming out the bottom. Well, I thought it hadn't got much water in it, but actually the pot has got nearly a ton of water and it's nearly filled up. And this water, as it moved, not only was it in danger of completely coming all out, because it really needs repotting, but I haven't got anything to repot it with here in my flat. And, you know, it was leaning forward, but it's leaning right over this time. And then the water was all dripping into my cupboards with my plates and stuff. And so I had to act really quickly. I went to get the ladder, and then I had to clear some stuff off the ladder. And then because I use it in the kitchen, but I use it to put stuff on when I'm not using it, if you know what I mean. And then And then anyway, so I went on the ladder and I literally managed to turn it all the way round. So the bit that was leaning forward is now against the, with its trunk, is now against the wall. So instead of it leaning this way, it's leaning that way, which is pushing into the wall, which is better. So I took that as a sign to mean act quickly. So the first sign I was given was facial fears. The second was to act quickly. And then later on tonight, before I live stream on my other channel, I had a shower between 10 p.m. at night and 11 p.m. Nearly a whole hour shower. And, you know, it kind of makes you feel a bit better when you're not feeling too well. It's good to have a shower and, you know, get your hair nice and everything. And I wanted to be prepared for the live stream, you know. And anyway, so I'm there having my shower, all good. Get out, right, go to dry my hair. Want to switch the shower room light off. And then the cord came off in my hand. I'm like, oh my goodness me. Another thing that's gone wrong. Third thing. And I'm thinking, what does this mean? To deal with problems as they arise. So after the live stream, I went and put the cord back. So what had happened is there's got a little tiny bit of cord going into the light socket. Switch. You know, like, it's one of those you pull down like this. So it was going into the light fitting a little bit. And then the other bit that was humongously long, that bit, the knot had come pulled out of the actual plastic thing. So the small bit and the long bit were no longer attached. There was just a small bit up the ceiling. So I had to get my ladder, get it in the shower room, which was quite an effort. And then literally undo the knot, thread it back through this little, like, plastic cog thing, tie a knot in it, and there it goes. It was back in it again, you know, so it was all fine. So my signs from the world, planet, the universe, the intuition, spiritual side of me, basically I take all those 3 signs as to tell me what to do in my life. 1 is to face your fears. 2 is to act quickly. And 3 is to deal with problems as they arise. So those 3 things, this is what the sort of world and universe is telling me. Those are the 3 things you're going to have to do, and you must keep doing, and you must be doing them now. You know, you must be facing your fears more, acting quickly, and dealing with problems as they arise. Because it can be a ditherer sometimes, you know. So I'm trying to just act more quickly. And today, what's so interesting is when the plant fell over, well, it didn't fall right over, when it was leaning over and water was coming out the bottom, you know, when it's overflowing. Well, after that happened, I had to make a quick decision today. So I bought this email marketing software, Access. I bought loads of codes to them like nearly a year ago, and I hadn't allocated them to all my websites. Well, not all of them. I only bought 11 of them. That's quite a lot to buy. And they also include a chat feature, which is why you see the chat feature on my asexualized.com site, quirkybooks.tv. This channel's quirkybooks.tv, but I've got quirkybooks.net. You'll see, I've got facility to put a chat bubble on there. I can't remember if I put my chat bubble on there yet. I don't think I have. And I've got Quirky Academy. That's got a chat bubble on it, I think, already. If it hasn't, I'm going to be putting one on there. So I was basically getting this email marketing and chat feature to go with some of my websites, 11 of them. And I got it like a year ago, nearly, but it was a year ago in November. But the time for actually allocating all these coupons to get these chat bubbles on my website, I own about 24 domains, is it, or 26? I think it might be 26 now. I own a lot of domains anyway, but I only bought 11, so I have to allocate them to which ones I think will need it the most. And that's a difficult decision to make. And I've been kind of seeing which way my businesses and stuff go for the last year to make sure that I've already added some, like chat bubbles and some email stuff. I've already done that, to some of my websites, but not all of them. And I still had 5 to decide on. So, it was a lot. And there was other things I bought, like extra emails and extra automations. And so, and today when I contact them, the last person told me I got to the 31st of October to decide. When I go into the sites to this software today, I couldn't find any of my coupons to redeem to go on the rest of my sites that I bought. And I was like trying to look around for majors. So I spoke to someone in chat on this site, and they said, oh, we're supposed to redeem them by the 1st of October, but I can still do that for you. Which I was damn happy that they did, excuse my language. But I said, well, the previous person told me the 31st of October. I said, look, here's the screenshot. They said, oh, I know, I'm sorry about that. But I said, I've also got like 3 email automations and three emails and three email extra sets of emails. Like I bought like 100,000 emails up front. I got 3 lots of them left and 3 sets of automations left. And, you know, so I had 5 chat bubbles left. So it's like, and so we had to do it all today. And it took about an hour to go through everything. But I had to make on the spot decisions about, you know, those coupons. And because that person said, I can do them for you. Because, you know, I can't access them anymore. So I had to do it there and then. So the fact that that plant had, you know, had been assigned to me to act quickly, I had to act quickly today. So it's quite ironic, or not ironic, because it was meant to be, obviously, that I act quickly, you know? So I think that's really important. I have been pushing through my fears a lot more lately. Like, I had a really bad time last month with being sick for 2 weeks, and I did push through a lot of fears. You know, I went on a sexual dating site. I just recently had a date with a sexual guy, even though I'm asexual. If you didn't know what that is, it's actually Asexual Awareness Week this week, and I have another channel for asexuals. Asexuality is the lack of sexual attraction. So I'm a heteromantic asexual. So that means I'm hetero as in I'm attracted to guys, and romantic means I'm attracted to guys romantically. So I don't want to have sex with them, but I do desire a romantic relationship with a guy. So yeah, this week from the 21st of October to the 27th of October is actually Asexual Awareness Week. So I'm glad I managed to mention that. But I have been pushing through a lot of my fears lately because my mind wasn't in such a good place last month, as you probably know. And, you know, I was having so much difficulty with being ill and stuff. But now my mind's a lot better again. And I'm feeling a lot happier in myself. I've got a chest infection at the moment. I'm still feeling so much happier. I've been working through my tasks. And instead of trying to do 3 things at once, I'm doing 1 thing a day. And every day I'm getting stuff accomplished nearly now, you know? It's just really good for me. It's like, yep, getting this done. Yep, getting that done. And it just feels good. I'm making some progress. I feel I'm making progress now, you know? I've still got lots of outstanding stuff to catch up on. And until I've got that finished, I don't want to start doing anything else. Even though I've been writing notes down for books and courses and things. Because I do want to be doing those in the future. That's the next thing I want to come on to when I've got all my current stuff sorted out. So I have been still doing that. And that's very therapeutic because I love writing. It's part of my soul and I haven't been doing enough of it. So I have been writing lots of notes and in this notepad I've got a big notepad and I keep writing notes. And I wrote some more. I wrote my ad out for my fibro book. As I still haven't published that. That should be out this year. So there's still time left to get it out by the end of this year. So I'm hoping to finish that, which will be incredible. I wanted to create something else to go with it, but I'm not going to be able to get the something else to go with it finished at this point in time. So I just want to get the book out there. I really do just want to get the book out there. The thing that went with it doesn't actually go with it. It's a separate thing, but I was going to kind of put it with it for a time being anyway. But I could do that possibly at a later date for us. But yeah. But it's not relative, you know, it doesn't impact the book. So, yeah, the book's amazing. And I haven't quite finished the final edit on it yet. So I just want to get it out there now. You know, it's coming towards the end of 2018. It's really important that I get that book in the hands of people that really want it and need it, that have been needing it since last year, because I was supposed to finish it last year. And if you don't know, this channel is my own author channel. I am Quirky Books is my publishing company name. I've got 4 books out at the moment on Amazon. So yeah, I really, really love writing. I haven't been doing enough of it. And how to manage fibromyalgia like a superhero rock star fibro girl to the rescue is still coming. You know, I've got the cover pretty much sorted out. I've got, you know, design. I've got, you know, the bulk of the books done. And I just need to finish it off and get it out there. You know, it's been needing to go out there for a year. Now, because it was last October that I was meant to get it out. Well, I said I was going to get it out. but I hadn't actually finished it. Like this year, at the beginning of the year was when I actually finished the final edit up to what I've done, but I've still got to do the final edit, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so that's to look forward to. And I just want to get all the projects that I'm currently doing, all the things that are outstanding, finished, and then basically finish that book as well. And I want to get my redundancy book in print as well, because that's never been in print. So these are the things I want to do before the end of the year is out, especially because next year then I can concentrate on doing fresh books and courses. I want to do a lot more courses. So I think that's going to be really good. But I'm tackling a lot of things at the moment, really enjoying life again. And you can tell that my mindset's positive, and I just want you to take away, you know, that look at the signs, look at the things that are happening around you. What positive slant can you put on it? What can you think that's happening in your life that's telling you something? I mean, recently someone on Facebook blocked me, and I was happy. I was so happy. Do you know why? Because this person had been in my life for over 2 years, and I've been trying to help them with all their problems and their situation for over 2 years, and they were just bringing negativity into my life constantly, and I was trying to help them out. Excuse me. And I was trying to tell them, you know, what they needed to do to get out of the bad situations they're in. I was trying to give them advice. At one point, they even said they understood themselves what the mistakes were, but then they just carried on doing it, you know? And they just carried on doing the things that were causing them issues all the time. And I wasn't prepared to spend the next years of my life listening to it, because I don't need that in my life anymore. You know, they put themselves in a position where they're with someone who's bad for them, and I told them that, you know, they left that person, went back to them, and I already said, you know, and they even understood when they left them why they were bad for them. But, you know, some people do that. I do understand it, and I saw a bit of myself in that person. But when it's, you know, 2016, I've been speaking to them and trying to help them out, but I can't do it anymore, because I can't have negativity in my life, and I can't be listening to someone who's going through bad stuff in their life constantly, knowing full well that that was what's going to happen, because I told them they already knew it was going to happen pretty much in the first place. They could see what that person was like. And then, and you know, anyway, they blocked me on Facebook. They stopped me speaking to them, because I said to them, I said, I don't want to know anymore. I don't want to know about this person you keep talking about that's not good for you, because there's nothing more I can say to you. I can't give you any more help and advice. I've given you everything I can give, and it's just the same thing all the time telling you. And I don't want to hear about this person that's in your life, because they're horrible. And I don't want to spend I don't want to spend the next years of my life listening to that all the time. I got out of that, you know. I've been in abusive relationships in the past. You know, this person didn't have to be in that situation. You know, they kind of like went into that situation partly with their eyes open, and the advice that I gave them, they never did. So they've just ended up in a worse situation again, you know. And I was there for that person as much as possible, but it was making me ill. It's making my health bad. When you're listening to someone being negative all the time, and all they're talking about is bad things, and they're talking about the abuse they're going through, which you feel for them, but you know that they've left that, and they've just like not even listening to you, and they kind of like, you know, they had a choice to go somewhere else, yet they had a choice to be in a better position, you know, and they said they were considering that, but then in the end they still went to the other thing because they got more out of it in another way. You know, I don't think it's good to do that. Anyway, that person's gone from my life now. I've made sure that they're out of one of the groups I manage, and you know, they've set up another profile already in one of the same names. They had 2 names, which is always a dodgy thing, and they were using different names on other sites anyway. And so they set up another profile with the same picture in one of their other on Facebook again. So I just blocked them from that, so they can't ever try and contact me by there, because I'm glad I'm free. I don't need negativity. It's all right if someone comes along and, you know, they're having a bad time, they're genuinely a good person, they're trying to improve their life. But if someone who's not trying to improve their life at all is just getting worse and worse, it's no good. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, pretty much everyone else you know, doesn't want to speak to that person. It was only me who was helping them for 2 years. But I think, you know, some people can just use people. They can go to them and just because they want someone to hear their problems all the time, not because they genuinely want to help. They just want someone to moan to. And I think over 2 years of me sticking that out is more than enough. And you know, my time's precious. And so I'm just glad they blocked me, you know. I don't need that in my life. So my life is so much better, you know. I'm getting things done. I'm much more positive now, again. And that's what I just want you to take away from this whole thing is if things happen to you that are weird, strange, or things keep going wrong, like, you know, I got the spider, then I got the plant nearly falling over and it dripping water all over in my cupboards, and then I got the cord coming out, you know, off the light switch, and I had to get a big ladder to go back out there. My ceilings are so tall, they're like Victorian ceilings, so that's not easy, you know. Just look though, what are the positive things, you know? I'm taking away I need to face my fears, act quickly, and deal with problems as they arise. And this is a message all this is giving me, you know. It's like you've got your own personal inner guru that's leading the way, like your own intuition and spirituality is creating things in your life, making things happen to tell you what to do. And when that happens, it's good because it means you're back in touch with your soul again. It means things are happening for a reason again. It means you're on the right path again. And that is so important and good. You know, you need to be on the right path in life because life is so short, so precious. Time is of the essence, you know. We only get one life, and it's good to lead the life that you were born to lead. It's good to follow a path that might be different to others and at times rocky and hard, but that you can go on and call your own. It's good to be able to, you know, reach out to your own soul, reach out to your own spirituality, be guided by things that happen in your life in a good way. You know, even if they're a bit annoying or not too positive or a bit scary with the spider, for example. You know, it's good. It's like, what's the intention behind this? What's the meaning behind this? Think about the meaning, the positive meaning that you can take from these situations, and you'll feel a lot more blessed and happy and positive in your life. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give a thumbs up if you like it. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do. Hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I post a new video or go live. Until next time, embrace your quirky and each other's, and I will see you on the next Quirky Books TV video. Take care. Bye. Oh, don't forget to leave your comments below as well. Love to know what you think. And have you seen anything that's happened in your life that's given you signs, positive vibes, even if it hasn't looked quite good? You know, tell me down below in the comments. Love to hear you, love to read you. Don't forget the thumbs up. Take care. Bye. Bye.